Hello, people. Come. Oh. We have moved. We have moved. And how you doing today? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yay! Oh my god, it's been an amazing couple of months. To be honest, I'm not even going to lie. Well, just before I go in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Vivian. I am a Nigerian living in Canada. I talk about life, God, relationship, into tribal marriage, everything, everyday happening, challenges, and stuff as real as possible from my eyes, because I can only see things from my point of view, and what I see, what I've experienced, what I've observed, and all of that. So yeah, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I have a lot of gists on this channel that you would learn from, like practical. I'm not about to lie to you, hype things, practical stuff that you would learn from. So on today's episode of things they all call, we have moved. Let me just see people. So in please, I will eat what I'm just eating, but I'm very hungry. It's almost 3. I've not had anything today. So we came into Canada May June 1st, and then we got an apartment around October or November. We're staying with an amazing family that had us over, like our family members basically, or our yard members. If you're an OG, you know what I mean when I say the yard members. We moved around October, yeah, to a new place. It was a basement apartment. No, I won't call it. It's technically a basement, right? But it was it's technically a ground floor, but I would just call it basement because there's a connection from the pathway that you could go into, that you could go upstairs with. That's the main building. So it was ground floor, basement, just call it whatever. I'll try to put a picture of the house here if I still have it. So we saw the place, it was nice, very spacious, and it was within our price point, which was very important for us at the time because I just moved to a new country, we weren't just one of us was earning at the time, and we're not about okay, no, the both of us had started earning, right? But we're not about to start using all our rent. I'll be all our savings to start paying rent. So it was a very price appropriate apartment for us. Moved in, signed up the documents, everything was okay. Or we thought that we read through the documents properly. Everything was okay. Our agent also helped us look through and stuff. Again, when you're dealing with people, just know that everybody is out to benefit themselves. Basically, it's I think that's just how things are, to be honest. But I digress. So we moved in, and then we had stayed there from October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Everything was good, right? And then August, we had another family coming in from Canada, from Nigeria to Canada. The same way we're accommodated for over what 5 months. I mean, yes, accommodated and fed for 5 months. I had people coming in. I'm not going to turn my back on them simply because, and to be honest, we had no idea, right? Because we had read the document. We didn't bother. Maybe when I read it, I didn't bother looking at the tiny fine print because why would anybody want to hide anything in there? So I thought that's how we signed document, and then I had family over. Out of courtesy, my husband sent a message to the landlady. Person was staying in her apartment to say, "Oh, we have family coming over. Just in case you see faces around, don't be scared and stuff. We have family coming over for summer because they were going to stay with us for a month until they tried to sort out things." That's how the landlady came. Okay, we sent them. I think they landed on the 1st of August. Okay, we let her know. I think we let her know the week before our people were coming in. Now she had, I think she traveled for summer, so she came back the same week our people were landing, right? And then she came to my husband to say, "Oh, thank you for the message and all. That should be back by the weekend." No, She replied the message saying, "Thank you for informing me that she'll be back by the weekend and all. That if the family is staying for a few days, it's okay." And I'm like, okay, few days is subjective. 30 days can be few days. Well, to be honest, I didn't think about it in that way. I'm being candid. So she came back and then she came to see us, I think to drop a mail or something. And then she saw our guest. So our guest in question was husband, wife, and two kids. Kids are 2 and 4, I'll be 2 and 5. So when she came to drop the mail, she knocked. Our guest opened the door and she was shocked, like, oh my god. First off, I'm not exactly certain why you were shivering. We told you we had guests over, right? And then she was like, oh, that please can they call my husband? My husband came to see her. She was like, oh, that how long is our guest staying? La 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 la. But like they're here for August, summer vacation. So they came in for summer. So they're here for a month. And she's like, oh, okay. She just wanted to know because she works from home, so she doesn't want noise and all of that. We're like, oh, that's cool, that's fine. Nobody's being noisy here. We just have children. Because she said, and I quote that, when the kids are talking, she can understand that they're children. You can't hold them, and that shouldn't affect her. But that she's referring to adults and stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. Of course, we're adults. Everybody will respect themselves. No noise in anything. And then we're okay. Now, can someone tell me why that one had passed though? This woman will not let us rest. Kids are playing by maybe 8 p.m. or laughing over cartoon or crying over something when it's coming to bang on our door about how we're being noisy, that she can't sleep, that her daughter is this, her daughter is that. Initially, my husband was like, oh, sorry, we'll calm them down and stuff. Once we were being reasonable, this man just felt she could do and undo. She'll be sending my husband text messages, like very rude text messages. Oh, my daughter is angry because of the noise. I'm telling you, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., this, that. This daughter of hers is the same daughter that I had exams to write. She's in a piano class or something like that. Yeah, trumpet, piano class. I don't know. She practices in the evening. So sometimes, even when I'm reading or I'm in classes, I really cannot concentrate because she practices right on top of me. I've never complained. I'm the person staying ground floor. When you're walking, when you drop your plates, when something happens upstairs, it literally happens on my head. I've not called you to complain. Like, I don't understand why you don't just want peace. When I saw that she was starting to now overflex her muscle, we now stopped responding to her. So she'll come and knock, we won't answer. When she's done knocking, she'll start shouting. We won't respond to her. She will send text messages. Me, I'll carry the message and delete it. So that my husband will not sit and respond. Me, I'll delete it. Now continue. Next thing. Because she works in the same office with my husband. Next thing. On a sweet morning, she sent a message to my husband about how we're making noise. I'll be like, we're making noise in the house. This one, that one, that one, that one. That she can't concentrate. She's this, she's that. My husband now called me. She didn't know I was in the house. She thought it was just our guests that were around. My husband now called me. What's happened? That this lady just sent him a message, and not just on like his phone or stuff, but sent him a message on their work messenger. I said nothing is happening. I'm in a meeting. Our guest is in a meeting. The kids and their mom are sleeping. Like it's just us in the sitting room. There is no noise. Everyone is quiet. First off, I think before my husband called, my husband responded to her to say, never to ever, yeah, like never send me a message on my work system. Like we have a living situation. I'm your tenant, but you have no rights to bring, whatever happens there to work. She now sent an apology. Oh, I'm so sorry. This one, that one, I was just frustrated. This one, that one, that one. So I didn't respond to her. We now continued our life, living, when talking to her, when doing anything. she would come in at will. She would just look for something to say, like just say anything. Because think about it, if I wasn't at home when she did that complaint, we would have thought that, oh, the heavens were falling, maybe the kids were literally hitting the roof. Not knowing that this woman was just looking for a way to maybe put us off with our guests. Of course, we didn't respond. We then continued living. I think that weekend she came in and said something about how, or she sent a message and said something about how she wants to know how long our guests are staying, because if they are staying longer than this, she would increase her rent and her utility. We didn't respond to her. She sent another message to know if we had seen the message. And then my husband said she should come downstairs, that he would like to see her, to talk. And then she's like, oh, okay, that she will come down by so and so time. And then she came down. Now, don't even get me started. This person, when you see her, should be smiling. These people, when you see her, should be smiling. Oh, hi, this. But I'm sorry, I'm not about to pretend and smile with you. Like, we are not friends. We are not here for that. She now, she came down and she was all smiling. I just want to know when your guests are leaving. This one, that one. Well, and my husband now told her that, but we informed you that they were staying for a month. It's summer holiday, so they're staying for August. He was like, oh, that she just wants to know so that if they are staying beyond that, she would increase the rent. That was when I just interjected. I'm like, you're increasing the rent for what reason exactly? If you say you're increasing the utility bills, it makes sense because more water is in use. Maybe we burn the gas more and all, because that's typically what we do. The AC is centrally controlled by you, so we use the burner to cook electricity and water. But if you're increasing the rent, can you explain to me why you're increasing the rent? It's not like the size of the house suddenly grew because we had guests, right? So why exactly, on what basis are you increasing the rent? She went on and on and on, like that does not hold water. Like there is no way anybody from this our house will pay you more than what we pay you for rent. If you say utilities, then that's fine. But for rent, never. She was now blabbing on and on and on. I mean, I now simply told her that sorry. You traveled for about a month. You have your equipment on, freezers, fridge, whatever. When the bill came, we split it 60-40 as we have is in our agreement. We didn't come in to tell you, oh no, because of XYZ, you will pay your own part or you will do this. Sometimes we don't stay in the house for 5 days. Weekends, we go out. We don't come in to recalculate bill. So can you even explain to me why at this point you're talking about bill sharing and someone taking a higher portion of the bill? And then she now also mentioned something about her because she was not around, she was going to pay, we're going to pay more. Yeah, I remember. And then I started telling her, she was like, oh no, that's not what she meant. This one. But that's telling my husband that it's like I don't like her. That she really likes to be liked, that she likes peace. Anyway, my response to her is a story for another day. My response to her story for another day. That's how all of a sudden, okay, now August had passed, right? Don't forget that she was sending messages, we're ignoring her in August. You get, we're not responding to her because I don't have that kind of time. Now, August had passed and our guests had gotten the apartment in their city and they had moved. Tell me why we woke up from sleep on 1st of October or something and this woman had dropped a notice in front of our house, like quit notice, in front of our house to say she didn't want to renew the rent anymore, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, in Canada, it is the tenant's market, not the landlord's market. So basically, if you give me like a notice to quit your apartment, I can continue to stay in the apartment and not pay rent until I see an apartment that fits my volume, my size, financial, whatever, blah blah blah. And because you've already given me a notice, it stands, right? So we didn't respond to her. She now sent my husband a message that she dropped something in front of the other. We did not answer her. We had seen it. We knew the days were counting. We didn't respond to her. The bill for August came and it was the same thing, like nothing changed. There was no significant change from when what we had been paying till then. So we still paid 60/40. There was no English around it. We didn't even bother speaking English. We moved on. Then in September, like I said, we moved into the house in October. So in September, that was when she dropped that notice. I think towards the end of September, she now said that, oh, that please, she wanted to see us. We said, okay, we'll be ready by so and so time. Come downstairs. She came and she was like, that she just wanted to that the notice that she dropped, we didn't give her any feedback. We're like, oh, that we're actually looking for a place. And I said that she just wanted to let us know that we don't have to leave. We don't have to leave in a hurry. That she was angry. That was why she gave us the notice because she was sending messages and we're not responding. That since we've been living in this apartment, we've never given her trouble. That we've never had any issues. That I even go ahead and keeping the environment clean, even though it's not my job or it's not my responsibility. That she has never had any issues with us. We pay on time, utilities and everything. We don't make noise. We go out in the morning for work and come back. That we've been very peaceful tenant. I'm like, that boat has sailed, my darling. It has sailed. So her coming to tell us that, oh, that the notice that she gave us, we should ignore it. I'm thinking is her realtor or her lawyer has given her an advice, letting her know that at this point we have the right to stay in the house with or without, like we have the right to stay in the house without paying because she has already given us a notice to leave, and we can only leave when we find something else because that's how it works in Canada. She now said, and my husband was like that, oh, that we hear her, thank you and stuff, but that we're leaving, that we're already searching for an apartment. She was like, oh, that she was literally yapping, to be honest. Like she didn't have anything to say. But oh no, I gave her a piece of my mind that day. I gave her a piece of my mind. I'm like, you were here complaining about noise. Do you know the kind of noise we hear from upstairs? You live in that house with your daughters, your mom, and someone else. You guys are always there's someone in your house that gyms. You're always bouncing the balls just right above our bedroom. Your daughter plays her piano right above the other room where I used to read, practice, and all of that. We don't complain. We don't talk. When you're walking around in your house, the sound is so loud. My husband has told you, and you said, "Oh, that's one of the flooring is now bad or something, and it has to be worked on." Have we ever come to knock on your door to see you were disturbing our peace? I know I gave it to her. She was like, that we can do this. And I now reminded her, I said, and then you went ahead to send a light to my husband, to tell him we're making noise or so and so the one we're not. She was like, I can't remember. I said, you cannot remember because you are the accuser. I am the accused and I can remember. You didn't know I was at home that day when you sent the message. Said, maybe I was angry. I'm like, you were angry and you just send messages at your age. Oh, I gave it to her. Sure, as God will have it. During the period you're looking for a house, we didn't even like we started looking for a house, which typically takes time to get what you want and in your price point or your price range. And we got this beautiful apartment I'm staying in now. I'm going to put like a video of the house tour at the end of this one so you guys will see it. Like then she was like, oh no, I don't want you guys to leave. You've been very peaceful. I said, you're going to see a tenant that will not that problem you're looking for. You'll meet a tenant that will give you that problem. I tell you, that's how I escaped. Though. That's how I escaped a very is it uncouth, I be uncouth, I be uncouth, I be uncultured, I be untrained Western landlord. Like, can you imagine? I did video to you guys about how she brought one of the agreements one time, fine prints. In one of the fine prints, she said that I will not have any guests, or that we will not have any guests. I now told her that sorry, she should interpret this part for me. And she now said yes, that just as it is, that we are not expected to have visitors over. And I told her that sorry, are you an island? I see people park their cars here and come upstairs to your apartment. So when you say I'm not supposed to have guests, what do you mean? And I said, no, I don't have visitors. I'm like, you don't have visitors. I said, I'm sorry for you, but me, where I come from, community is important. I have visitors. And I said, no, that's okay. You can have visitors, but for them sleeping over. I said, if my family members come to town, they would stay in my apartment. And I said, no, it's okay. They can stay on weekend. On weekdays, they can go. And I said, okay, I have my family here who just moved from Nigeria. They are moving to a new city where they school, right? Which means they can't stay here. Are you telling me that from Monday to Friday they should sleep on the streets, then come into the house on Friday night and sleep till Sunday morning, and then go back to the streets again? Like, think what you're saying to me. Think about it. Does it make any logical sense to you? And I said, no, that's not what I mean. I said, then what do you mean? Ah, no, I gave it to her. She, at the end of the day, we parted ways. I don't know how she feels about it, but I feel very great and happy about our parting. Oh no, I feel so glad that we parted ways. So yeah, that's it. That's my gist with dealing with a mad landlady in this abroad dispensation, in this Canada that we are in. Like sometimes you think that because people are not from your region, your tribe and stuff, that they will be reasonable. Alas, they are not. Did you find this gist interesting? Or did you just realize that I am a woman of war? I'm not a woman of war. I'm a woman of peace, to be honest. But if you want to show that you're crazy, well, yeah, I will show you crazy too. But that's it, Sha. We left our house for her, and then here we are in our new apartment. And I really love this because this is just us. Nobody's coming to knock on my door to tell me, "Oh, did you mistakenly pick my mail? Oh, you're disturbing my peace. Oh, you're this." Nobody's running over my head. That's it, Sha. But it just taught me that it's not everybody that you see that is normal, Sha. Not everybody is normal. Because when I knew that that lady was not okay was when she said she gave us a quick notice because she was angry. And then she now said, "Oh, we can stay." I'm like, so that if you're angry tomorrow, you give me quick notice. I'm not about to be living with someone that does not know how to control their emotions or that waves from left to right simply because you're angry today, you behave this way, you're not angry tomorrow. I'm like, nah, my dear, we are leaving. That's how we left. Not someone even saying, I didn't even, I'm missing the details of this. This woman even said that the reason she even gave us the apartment was because we did not have children. I say, my mommy, my mother-in-law, my family members, my loved ones are praying for me to get pregnant and give birth to child. Your prayer on top of my head is that me, I will not have children because I'm staying in your house. It was with all of them. My husband said, my dear, we are leaving this place. Like, we're not even thinking about it. That we are leaving. Nothing will not. And this person in question has two daughters. So it's okay for you to have children, but it's not okay for the people that live with you to have children. People are very selfish. Well, that's the end of my gist today, Jerry. I hope you found this interesting. If you've had any like interesting tenant landlord story, please put it in the comment section. I want to read. I want to know whether it's only the people of that race. I don't want to call the race so they will not say, "Oh, Vivian, you are being that are not okay." So let's talk about it. And maybe if we didn't handle it right, do you think we would have handled this better in another way, or like what do you think basically? Thank you so much for sticking with me to this time. Please like, please share, please follow, please subscribe, and all the good stuff. I love you, and I want you to know that Jesus loves you even more. Bye. Mwah.
Jesus, Omekanaya, I worship you today. Jesus, Omekanaya, I bow before your throne. Jesus, Omekanaya, I worship you today. Jesus, Omekanaya, I bow before your throne. Narana.